you notice that there's a little piece of metal in the middle of the stone wall that seems to be kind of discreetly attached. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall. Mud is a big fan of our D&D world from the movie Clue. She obviously knows that there is a little thing in the wall. Pull at it. So it doesn't pull out from the wall, but instead it seems to slide parallel along with the wall. Oh. You want to kickball chain is outside possible. Kickball chain? What is that?
It's like a dance move, right? It's a dance move.
What is the spider doing just there?
Yes, all the spiders are doing it. All the spiders are doing it.
You're doing 4 of them because they have 8 legs, so each of them.
I'm a swarm of spiders to be exact, so I am a swarm. I am just a whole line.
The swarm of spiders turns into one human-shaped swarm of spiders. Kickball chain.
You slide the little metal tab across the wall, and you realize that it opens up like a little spy hole, so you can see into the next room, like a little eye slot. Found the speakeasy.
Or that could be another hole.
I cautiously put some of my spiders into the hole to see through it. Not quite sure how I perceive things as a swarm of spiders, but let's just say I have pointed how I view things towards the hole. You have sufficient spiders in the hole. Yeah, sounds terrifying. When enough of your spiders get into the slot, you see the warden we saw earlier, and she's holding a hammer over a bloodied Sleek, screaming at him. Who is the leader of your party? Who is it you try to support? I know, but is he snitching? It's a real concern.
I don't know what he'd say.
I will 180 right now if Sleek says Kyborg. I will change the perspective of Snake if he says Kyborg. Well, people are going to have to find out next week to find out what it is that Sleek is saying on Tales from the Sneaky Dragon. Thanks everyone for listening. We'll see you guys next week. Before they were infinites, they were infant knights. The world's bravest babies. In this special one-shot, they have one mission. Find a birthday present for everyone's favorite football prince, Mud. But where do toddlers lacking coin go to get a gift for a diapering druid? And can they get to the festivities on time and in one piece? Part 1 of this adventure is available to all for free, but to complete the quest in Part 2, join us over on our Patreon at sneakydragonpod.com. Teleport on into the Stinky Dragon Claw, our latest cocktail, Trick or Treaty. It's a combination of contract cognac, snarl gray tea, 1 egg white, topped with a squeeze of lemon. One sip of this sliced will make anyone spill their guts and their secrets. Previously, our adventurers found themselves locked up in the dungeons of New Valros, but they finagled themselves free along with some other friendly prisoners and made their way past guards to an ominous iron door. Spider's Mud crawled under to discover a secret eye hole uncovering the whereabouts of the warden and a suffering Sleek. Will the infinites loose lips sink the party ships? Steep your tea and let's tell this torturous tale. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tales of the Sneaky Dragon. We're back with another episode. The party is still in this dungeon, closer to the end? Question mark. We don't know. They've just spotted Sleek in the other room, having a nice cup of tea and a conversation with the warden of this jail cell. I don't want to criticize the writing of the show, but this is once again another dungeon. We still haven't gotten to the dragons.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
So we know.
Like 32 episodes. Okay, everyone go and roll initiative. A shadow dragon manifests themselves. No dragon yet. Just some dungeons and some good GF.
Yeah.
All right, Muggs. When we last left off, you saw Sleek through an eye slot in this office. What do you want to do? My favorite was Dungeons and Gluten.
It's a girlfriend's.
To remember where I'm in this closed off room that had the metal door that I swarmed under.
Right. And in this room was a desk, a bench, some barrels, a cabinet, and you found your amulet sitting on the bench.
Yes. All right. So I'm gonna go to the door. I'm gonna talk to the door.
Talking through the door?
Yeah, why not?
What does a horde of spiders sound like?
A swarm.
You know,
Swarm of
like when you're
spiders.
listening to a song from Queen and they layer their vocals over and over and over again. Yeah, that's how that's
Terrifying.
As Mud is talking to us, it's so harmonic and Bart starts playing. He probably doesn't have on him yet.
Good news. I found my amulet. Don't worry, it's not lost anymore. I've got my amulet. Even better news. There's a person in the room up the stairs that needs to be saved. You guys can just barrel right in and save him. It's
Who is
Sleek.
it?
It's Sleek. He's getting done.
I don't know, guys. I don't know.
But I'm going to paint it this way, Kyborg. It's an opportunity for you to smash into a room in a very action-packed way.
Just for clarity, just so I know there's no map you guys can see. For you, Mud, the room is right next to you, but they're outside of the room in a hallway, so they need to go up some stairs, and then from their perspective, they would need to take a left to enter the room that's next to the one you're in.
All right, you're going to need to go upstairs, take a left, and then smash the door down and be heroes, all right?
If memory serves, we have like 2 spears and a candle holder. I don't know if we're equipped for a boss fight. Yeah, I don't know if I feel comfortable fighting flowers now.
Let's be clear, there's 2 of you that are melee combatants who have melee weapons with you, so you can still do the whole way of fighting. And then Bart still has Bart's magic.
Bart also has one of the spears from that previous room as well.
What about an occasion arose in which we needed a flower?
Well, Gum Gum, you could be our flower.
Okay.
I have a solution for this. Okay, I come out under the door, turn back into mud, and I cast Druidcraft on the floor next to Gum Gum. And oh wait, no, that doesn't make flowers. It makes them there. I was trying to make them flowers.
From up the stairway, you hear some screaming.
What kind of screaming?
Like someone in pain.
Those sound like screams of joy and pleasure. I think Sleek's got it under control. We should go get her equipment.
I think we need Gus to really immerse us. I think that's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, like
What's it sound like?
Someone drank too many spirits.
What? Because that thing is lit.
do we recognize the voice at all?
Make a perception check.
Oh no, my liver is broken.
19.
You think it sounds like Sleek to you.
I don't alarm anyone, but I think I heard someone screaming that sounds a lot like Kyborg's best friend Sleek. Probably that is alerting us about right now as we speak.
I'm with Bart. Let's go.
But what about our equipment? I will say, yeah, we should probably save some behind. But like, we don't have our equipment.
I forgot to tell you. All of our equipment was in that room.
Wait, was it?
All of our equipment was in that room. It's in there. It was the ordinance of holding it.
I might be glad to, because I don't remember that detail, and I can't go on.
Make an insight check.
That's 8.
Yeah, you're absolutely a match.
Can I check? That's all Bart. All of our equipment is in that room. And currently, Kyborg thinks our equipment's in that room.
Gum Gum is running.
There we go. That's my lad. I love that little boy.
Gotcha. large stone hall with several iron lockers, a pair of tables piled with dirty dishes. There is a wooden door to your left, and a long set of wooden stairs in the northeast corner leading up. Asleep at the table in the center of the room appears to be a Valrossian guard holding an empty sky.
Are there any more weapons in here? Because if we're going to be getting into a fight, I want to make sure all our
Well, you see that the guard has a spear next to him, and you cannot see what is in the lockers. There are 3 different lockers.
There's 5 lockers. There's 5 people.
Did you say he's asleep?
Make a perception check.
25.
Based on the stench of ale, you think that he is passed out from so it would still be him.
Okay, then you guys still have it tonight.
Yeah, you walk up to the lockers. Like I said, there's 3 of them, and they're labeled on the doors. One of them's labeled cell block A, the other one's labeled cell block B, and the other one's labeled cell block C.
Cell block tango.
He had it coming.
We were in the last cell. So we were C.
Let's try
Or we were in the most secure cell. Or we were in A.
Let's try C first.
What's behind door number C?
Let's do it. I like it.
Yeah. Bart opens up the locker labeled cell block C, and inside you see 2 large containers of 2 large baskets. One of them has a written name on it that says Charming Channing. The other one has a written name on it that says Princess Pac-Man.
No, pack rat's the lady that you got out to help us defeat them. So that's the last one. So yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we'll leave that in there for now. And then open A.
You open up A, and there are 4 different containers, one of each of the name Bart, Mud, and Climber.
The chance that one of the containers is moving as though there's a patch.
You can't tell. Bart
I was asking Bart.
Well, let me find out.
No, not that you can tell.
Alright, so I re-equip all my stuff, including my longbow tramp, and I'm good to go. Good to go.
Also, not finding right now.
Did you make sure, Kyborg, to equip your shield again? Because that's important.
That's the joke I was making.
What do you mention with all the stuff in front of you, Bart?
How far away are these?
They're on the other side of the room. It's not terribly far. I'd say like 25, 30 feet.
Only like package sacks of
Perhaps it's a thrill of the jailbreak or excitement of seeing his loot again. But by the way, Bart is pumped so much that he's able to carry everything back to you all in one go.
Stuff is like 80 pounds. That's a lot. That's a lot of it. Times 4? It's part of powerlifting.
Yeah, you all re-equip all your stuff, but you all notice there are a few things missing from your equipment. Kyborg, you think someone may have taken your longbow of triumph, your arrows, and your leather armor.
Cauldron! Alright.
We just see Kyborg like clenching his fist and going,
Yeah, screaming, but not making noise. You just hear it. Alright, fine. That's fine. I'll equip my shield, got my longsword, whatever.
Like, this is an idea of a way to make a fighter actually.
I hate it. My archer through and through.
Gum Gum, you cannot find your ring of jumping, your staff of flowers, or your friendship bracelets.
Or your bear trap.
Yeah?
what else is missing?
Bart, you seem to be missing your ring of truth-telling, your lute, and your instrument of illusions.
How we use animals? Is this what's happening right now?
Mal never
So,
What's mud?
Mud, you seem to be missing your immovable rod. No! Anything but that! Your dwarven stone of bread, your wand of secrets, and Gumbo and Hannibal will seem to be missing.
Check.
she would remind you, I know. He's a snake.
Well, that's why I was like, why would I have a hand?
It's Spring Tussler's
Brace.
like.
I said, hold on, guys. I said, hey, Gum Gum, and my Google behind me thought I was talking to him.
In my next D&D campaign, I'm going to call Alexa.
Oh, God.
Guys, we all got our stuff back for the most part. I really think we should go and check on Sleep up there. He sounds like he's in all that way.
With even kittens.
I'm an elf, I have 3 bakeries.
Oh, true.
The rest of our stuff is in there. Oh, wait.
In a breach of there. How we in there?
I did a reach clear. I told Gum Gum the stuff is in there.
Yeah, Gum breaks in the door, and inside you see Orton Odom with a hammer and a bloodied sleeve tied down to a table before him. He's strapped to a wooden table by looks like 2 leather belts. Both of his eyes are swollen shut. Nearly all of his fingers are completely broken. There's several small incisions cut across his chest.
Yeah, but this is a PG show, guys.
Yeah, in the PG version, he has an ouchie and a boo. We just need a +2 kiss, and everything will be better.
Perfect.
I get +2 kisses.
Uh,
It surprised me. Can we cast and throw things? We cast and tangle.
yeah, so out from the cracks and crevices in the stone floor, weeds and vines start to sprout up in a 20-foot square in that area. Or make a straight saving throw, or else he will be restrained. Right now.
It's just never.
What is the save?
15.
He rolled a 9. I don't think he has a +6. No, so he failed the save, so he is actually restrained.
I did it. Can I throw a spear at it just to make sure? Because I have the spear to burn, and I still want to do ranged attacks.
Sure, why not?
Yay! Throw a spear.
He will not get his dexterity bonus to his armor. Oh, it doesn't matter anyway. He rolled a 19. Yeah, that's definitely a hit.
Right? And then,
Kybor follows up by tossing a spear and hitting him with 8 points of damage. Lord Odom screams in pain, and he is restrained, unable to
Kill a. Why are you smashing?
yes.
I'm trying to recover your point to usurp an unseen beekeeper from his position of power.
What makes you think that's what we're trying to do?
Why else would you be here if you found this?
Can't super horse people.
Yeah, you don't have to use it.
You get a spear in your chest. That's what it is.
And his eyes seem to focus on the amulet around his neck. Sorry, the amulet around his neck.
I circle.
No.
Yeah, we're here to broker peace, bro. Alright, so stop torturing people, and we're gonna gather up this sack of potatoes, and then I make the collapse table.
Okay. The leather straps aren't too difficult to undo. You undo them fairly quick. Sleep seems very relieved. Oh, thank you. What a best friend, Kybor. I knew you'd cook for me.
I don't want it.
He seems so moved back that he starts singing a little melody.
Of course he does.
The song is so moving and beautiful, in fact, that everyone in your party regains 1d6 points. So everyone could roll 1d6. Get that.
I got a full 6.
I rolled a 1.
He looks a little shocked at what a great reception that his song had. Like it was unexpected to have that effect.
Sleep. You did good. You did good. You should do that more often instead of whining about loots, not doing anything.
You're right, buddy. I'm going to strive to be like my best pal. Best friend in the world, good old buddy Cowboy Henry. But that being said, can we get out of here? I'm not too keen on staying in the torture part of the dungeon.
We're still on our mission of diplomacy, and so I'm actually quite still curious. Who told you that we were here to dethrone the king?
Make a persuasion check for me.
Your big ninny? Does that help?
Whoa, this is a PG show. I thought we went over that already.
John, calm down. It's 15.
I take my orders directly from V. King York. We are to not allow any outsiders into New Valros. New Valros is for Valrossians only. Anyone else is seeking to usurp or upset our power.
Maybe we should have a word with the king ourselves. Art is like real tough right now.
Ooh, make an intimidation roll.
What? 24.
24, Bart.
Nat 20.
You are a beast. Have you been lifting, Bart? You been working out?
Actually, I have. I spent some time in the old, what's it called? The
clink.
clink.
Warden Odom, he seems a little intimidated by you, Bart. And he says,
Well, if you seek an audience with the V King, it'll be at the 100 Fest.
I feel like we should knock this guy out or something.
And he's kind of. We could probably escape by the time we get out, right?
Bart and Mud make a perception check.
15.
22.
Both of you notice that there is a lock on the door to this room. It just wasn't locked when you all in.
Oh, so we could leave it locked. Okay. Let's do that.
Real quick. Where's our missing stuff? Where's my longbow of triumph?
Where's my badger?
I start to take the spear that's in his chest and I start kind of moving it around and wiggling it around.
I'm the one that's dark.
We also leave that hammer and all of that.
Yeah.
Could I have the hammer? Or goes
Yeah.
like he reaches out with two hands and goes like this, like gimme.
Yeah, you can take it. He's unable to resist if you always want to go ahead and grab it. Warden Odom screams as you move the spear around. He says,
All those items were confiscated. They were put to good use upstairs.
Weren't there stairs?
yeah, in the other room there were stairs in the northeast corner that headed up.
I feel like we should leave this room, we should lock him in, and we should go upstairs to find the rest of our stuff. And fancy key. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Real fast, I'm sorry, Bart, you had a 22 perception?
Yeah.
You see that there's actually a key hanging from the board.
Gimme. He does one of those things where he rips it off of him.
You just like grab it. Yeah, you're 24 intimidation? Yeah.
And don't mind if I take this. Yeah. And he just yanks it off.
Yanks it off.
But wait, you should do a strength check to see if you actually pull it off, or if it's just like an awkward thing that you pull and it just doesn't come off. And it's just like
yanks his hand forward.
Well, now I want to see that. Yeah, roll a strength check.
Alright, here we go.
Did you get that bad strength roll out of your system?
No.
Yeah, you try to rip it off, but it just like pulls his neck and his head down. You hear him yell, "Why?"
Art starts using his teeth to help break apart the front.
Okay, yeah, it snaps fairly easily under Bart's sharp teeth, and you're able to.
How long does that 24 intimidation check last? Because I think it's waiting.
I think it's going down as time.
I take my spear back.
All right, you retrieve your spear.
Let's lock the door and go upstairs.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you all leave the room, and Bart, the key that you grabbed is able to lock the door. So you lock the warden in there while he's still entangled. Entangle is a concentration spell, so pass without a trace would drop it down.
Should we also check those lockers before we leave? Or is that like on the way?
Yeah, it is on the way. After you lock the warden back into that room and walk back into the larger room where lockers were, you see Charming Channing and Princess Macrath grabbing their stuff out of the locker. They give you a wink and they run up the stairs.
Bye, friends.
We can check the locker B.
Yeah, y'all open up the locker B, and there's 3 different containers in here. One's labeled Sour Amy, another one's labeled Jaded J, and the other one is labeled Careless Touch.
I feel kind of bad taking their stuff.
I don't know. Hairless Hutch was trying to steal people's hair.
It's gonna be a bunch of hair.
Open it. Open it. Open it.
We see.
In Hairless Hutches,
Yeah.
there's a comb, inside a hair comb inside of Hairless Hutches.
That's all he has.
Yeah, wooden box.
Gum takes a chunk of his hair and puts it in.
Okay, so Gum Gum's donating hair.
Paying tribute.
So nice.
While you guys are all distracted by that comb, you can see Kyborg on the side just like really resisting the urge to push Sleek into one of the lockers.
You'll be
Sleek
safe in
thinks he's
here.
hugging him.
Yeah.
What are the other two baskets?
In Sour Amy's container is a bag of candy, and in Jaded Jay's is a spy cloud.
Candy she stole.
Does it seem magical in any way, or just
It magically makes those things that are far away seem close.
Are you gonna open up your senses?
yes?
Yeah, nothing seems magical to you.
Everything seems magical to me.
That's my secret.
That's beautiful, Gum Gum. That's beautiful, man.
Should we take it?
I'd say no.
Whose was that?
J.
J&J. What's he mean?
That was nice. I think.
J&J was the snitch.
Oh yeah, take it.
All right.
All right, let's go.
Yes, we'll go upstairs. We'll go upstairs now. Yes?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh,
Yeah, you make your way. up
such
some
a short
upstairs
distance
to
I
a
have to
door.
drive, 300
And
meters,
Jay, you open up that
but
door as
it
well.
sure takes a while.
You open up the door, and it
With
opens
all
up
this
into a dim
traffic.
alleyway lit only by a full moon overhead, which does look a little bit bluer than normal. Judging from the moon's position, you guess it may be an hour or less until midnight. On either side of you are massive stone walls, and at the end of the alley looks to be a wooden door guarded by two Valrossi.
So we're looking down an alleyway and another door.
Correct.
Pardon me.
Valrossi. There's a lot of doors and guards.
If you don't want us to get
But
through.
luckily tomorrow
Like
I
a
have a
ninja.
much better place to work. I'm gonna
Hey,
drive
Kyborg,
about
shoot
an
me with your bow
hour
and arrow.
in the middle of
I reach back to grab an
Nesodden.
arrow from my quiver, and then I
Quite
just
a
go,
long
"Oh,
drive.
shit."
Okay, Gum Gum, how did you manage diplomatically talking to guards in jail?
Leave this to me.
Gosh.
I could also try to cast sleep on him.
No.
Good one too.
Mud holds everybody back except for Gum Gum and says, give him room. He needs room.
I ready a spear.
Ready to hammer.
I run up to the guards.
Yes, run up to them. Even better.
Oh my god.
They almost don't seem to notice you at first as you're running up. They seem to be talking to each other, and then like they don't notice you until you're right up on them and you scream, "Oh my god!" And they kind of startled and turn and look at you.
Go that way quick. There's been a fire.
A fire?
Yeah,
Oh wait, who are you?
I'm the fire marshal.
We're only Valrossians and you Valross. How did you get in here?
I'm the fire marshal. I come here for fires. You need to go that way.
Go ahead and make a deception
I
check.
like how the fire marshal's here when there's a fire that broke
Yeah,
out.
how fortunate for everyone. It's a deception check at disadvantage because you are not Valross.
Okay. Oh, give me like 2 to 1.
It's not. I know he's negative.
Oh, nat 20.
He's got a nat 20.
All
And
right.
here it is.
And
12.
fucking car.
So they gotta roll their insight against that. Let's see, they might have a bad roll. They beat your roll. They don't beat it, so they're just very,
Yeah, I'm
very
looking
skeptical
forward
of
to
the
getting an electric car again.
Easy, there's the fire. Go.
Yeah, just double down.
You're gonna burn up.
One of them looks at the other one and says, "Well, worst case, if there is no fire, we can get some food." And the other one says, "Oh, that's not a bad idea."
What horrible car.
They look at you and they say, "All right, you stay here. We'll be back."
No, I'm gonna go look at the fire.
"No, you stay here. We'll be back."
Okay.
And they wander off down the alley.
Towards us.
us?
Yeah, but you all are like behind that door still, so you can
Yeah.
hide and watch.
There's the thing where he covers his eyes as if that's gonna like keep them from seeing him.
Don't worry, guys. I'm only an 8-foot, 300-pound man in the doorway.
I put Sleek in a headlock and cover his mouth.
Sleek tries to break the headlock with his broken fingers, but doesn't seem to make much progress.
Can we just ready to jump them?
Yeah, they're walking past you. It doesn't seem like they noticed you all. It's up to you if you want to jump there.
No.
No, I'm good.
Okay. They wander down the alley and make a turn, and they're out of your sight.
Mud sneezes.
Bart motions everyone to go towards the door that Gum Gum is at.
Maybe seal signs.
Gum Gum folds his arm.
Drive, woman.
I think we're encouraging something awful here.
Yeah.
Gum diplomacy.
Okay.
Well, I am arrived at my
Yeah, you all arrive at the
destination,
door.
so I'm
It's a
gonna
pretty big
park the
wooden door.
car and stop
Yeah.
the
You
stream.
open the door into a large, crowded courtyard of fire and shadows. You hear explosions overhead, followed by screams and yelling all. Swords and spears? What's going on? A loud voice bellows over the crowd. Difficult to think who's speaking past the mob.
Yeah. I guess I'm not supposed to go in there until 1 o'clock, so I still have a few minutes left.
Drums start to slowly rumble, and the crowd murmurs and whispers. Boom, pop, pop. Deafening fireworks explode overhead, and the crowd erupts into cheers and dancing as the music thunders to life. This is Hydrafest! Do you have any questions about the show? Perhaps a query for a cast or a character in particular? Maybe you're just curious about what goes on behind the Dungeon Master screen. We'll go ahead and post it on Twitter using hashtag StinkyDragonPod, and maybe we'll talk about it in an upcoming episode. Speaking of hashtags, don't forget to give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram at StinkyDragonPod, and help share some of our posts. It's really the best way to get more people to find out about our podcast. Podcasts live and die based on social media, word of mouth. And speaking of social media engagement, got to give a shout out to Vice Simani, who's Jason Judge, who's the inspiration for Judge J, the MC for Hunterfest.
The king's gonna be here.
We're at the party.
Who's headlining?
Who's headlining?
You hear the voice continue booming.
Come on. We have multitudes of entertainment lined up just for you. As you walk in, feel free to check out Valrossian Vales Investments. If you're looking to dress the Viking part in honor of our forefathers that founded New Valros. Are you brave enough to show off your burly skills in battle? Then head over to Arctic Arena for the ultimate brawl against the infamous Snow Ice. Perhaps you're looking for something more lighthearted for the kids. Well, look no further and head down to the arcade for endless amounts of games and prizes. Feel a little rumbly in the tummy after Switch Fun? Then come on down to Center Stage Beer Garden for glutinous amounts of mouth-watering grub and gulps. Plus, you can listen to a first-rate folk band, Fiddle of Nowhere, while you sign up for our tantalizing talent show. Finally, if you have any questions or if we can make your time at Hunterfest even better, just come find me, Judge J. I'm usually hanging around Center Stage Beer Garden. Judge J, out.
Are you outsiders breaking into our festival? Here's a bunch of disguises. The veil things, the Viking veil things. When you go
Yeah, wink.
Okay, so we do have a mission that we need to accomplish here, which is make our way to the king. However, there's a lot of distracting side options there that I'm really having a hard time not wanting to do.
Yeah.
For disguise.
Yeah, I'm down. So I think we should all sneak over to the Vikings veils and whatever. Also, since
You mean Valrossian Vales Investments?
that's the one. Since there's like fireworks going off and there's like it's like the night and stuff like that. Would Mask of the Wild work? Because I'm assuming we're sneaking around.
I feel like we can make our way through the crowd with all of the pencils going.
You could have it ready. That way you can just like dart around kind of in the shadows and maximize your coverage while doing so.
course, go through this whole festival.
Oh, natural.
Also, can Kyborg look around for whatever upstairs might be? Like, are there any towers or something? Because I am pretty lost in my long road.
Methinks your stuff is in one of these little games.
Yeah.
Methinks they're probably selling your stuff in these games. They'll look to win it back.
It's like a carnival prize. That they're
Yeah.
using. Dude, if a child walks away with one with a triumph winning ring toss, I am going to sleep.
Kyborg's going to add children to his list of things he kills, along with small animals.
Don't forget, Sour Amy got sent to jail for stealing candy from children.
Let's go get clothes.
Yeah, let's do it. Shopping montage.
So you all head over to the Valrossian Veils and Vestments, which is not too far from you guys, and there's a burly Valrossian behind the stand who sees you all walking upstairs. Oh, those are terrifying costumes.
We'd like to add on to our costumes and get them all a bit more Viking themed. What give us?
Oh, we've got everything you need. We have Viking masks with tusks. We've got replica armor, replica helmets. We have your different materials, either made out of wax, wool, or wood. You can get some gloves, swords, spears, pickaxe.
What's the going rate? What's the going rate for a set of masks, helmet, and armor?
Well, if you buy the wax stuff, that'll set you back 13 copper. But, that doesn't last that great. If you want some slightly better stuff, we've got our fur coat, we've got some fur boots, I've got a cloak, I've got some gloves. Those are a little finer quality. Those are made out of wool or hemp. Then, of course, our swords and spears are made out, and our pickaxe are all made out of wool. So to answer your question directly, the mask, the armor, and the helmet all made out of wax would be 13 copper, and then you can add on additional stuff if you want.
I want a fur coat.
Ooh, you've got a fine eye. This wool fur coat will set you back only 5 copper pieces.
I wish for the whole lot.
The whole lot.
4, 7, 3, 5, 8, 5, 0. Okay.
The whole lot.
The whole lot.
Like every piece of costume you have in the store.
Yeah.
We'll take the lot.
It would be 40 copper pieces for everything he sells, for one of everything he sells. Yeah, that would, on top of, like I said, that would get you the mask, the wax plate armor, the wax helmet, a wool fur coat, wool fur boots, a hempen cloak with a hood, hempen gloves, a wooden sword, a wooden spear, and a wooden shipwrecker pickaxe.
Perfect. Load me up.
Oh, big spenders. I can tell by those quality costumes you already have on. He goes ahead and provides you all of the things you requested to buy.
Take his 4 silver out of mine.
So, assuming there's no actual defensive or attack modifiers that these things offer.
No, they're like costumes. Like you see, like little kids running around, like waving it around, playing with these things.
We're LARPers.
All right, so we looked the part. Now we have to pick where we want to go. There was food, there was a talent show, there was a fighting arena.
Yeah, there's the Arctic Arena for the ultimate brawl against the snow ice. There's the arcade for the kids for games and prizes. There's the center stage beer garden for all the food. There's a folk band there called Middle of Nowhere, and Judge Jay said he would be out there at the center stage.
Let's try the arcade. I feel like we can bring back some, we can win some stuff right now. Instead of going fighting over this ridiculous Arctic thing is.
Yeah, you're walking around the courtyard and the fairgrounds, and you see an area where all of the arcade games are at. And it seems like there's several different games of skill and chance that are all set up. You see one of those bells on top of a wooden beam where you got to bring his hammer down and try to get it to go up and hit the bell to test your strength. You see some stalls set up with cups that get shuffled around. You got to follow them to find a bead. That's under one. There's a target range where you shoot targets with a crossbow. There's a pin to tail on the Aurochs. Oh, and a ring toss.
Is there a person to talk to about like the going rates of these things and like what these things?
It seems like they all have their own individual little operators. You have to walk around and talk to each stall operator.
Oh, I know. I think it's a little fighter who might be able to do the crossbow game.
I want to do the crossbow game. Oh, my! Can I get some coins to get the crossbow game?
Does he do anything where he like tugs at his shirt?
I mean, he's size appropriate, but that wouldn't be the case.
Yeah, let's go see what we can do over there.
Yeah, you walk on over, and there's a Valrossian who's stringing up crossbows and oiling them down. And he says, "Welcome to the target range." And down at the end of the range, about 75 feet away, you see different targets set up. And he says, "1 silver for 3 shots."
What's the prize?
He points in the middle of all the different arcade games. He says, "Oh, if you win, you get to pick from any of those prizes."
What are those?
You turn and look, and you see a huge wall with prizes attached to them. All kinds of things are up there. You see armor, you see some cloaks, books, orbs, pipes, poles, wands, bags, potions, longbow of triumph,
Yeah, it was kind of
an
really
immovable
burying the
rod,
lead there.
ring of truth telling,
Yeah.
ring of jumping, a staff of flowers,
These are stuff.
all kinds of stuff.
Parties. All right. How much for that cool?
1 silver for 3 shots.
And I just have to get a bullseye. Like, how do I win one of those prizes? I thought like those are like worth tickets, right? Or,
Depending on where you hit on the target, you get different points. Get enough points, you get a prize.
all right.
Just
I'm
go for broke.
I'm going for it. So I'm gonna add a crossbow, a heavy crossbow, to my inventory.
You don't add it to inventory. They're just going to let you use it.
We're just gonna do a check.
Right. So yeah, just make like a ranged weapon attack.
Got it. All right. So I want to take a shot, and I'm rolling. What?
Just roll like you're attacking with your regular longbow.
All right. Here we go. One shot. 14.
14. You hit the inner ring of the first target. 10 points. The vendor explains.
10 points to Gryffindor!
So I do have arcane shot, and one of them is a seeking arrow. So the thing is, I have to make that shot. It's strange, but I can basically tell the arrow to hit dead center, right? Am I allowed to do this, or am I breaking the game?
Technically, it's breaking the game, but for this instance, sure. If you want to, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Well, all right. Well, for the next one, seeking arrow, did bullseye. I want to just perfectly bullseye.
Okay. Are you going to try to hide the fact that you're using magic, or are you going to be very open about it?
He's yelling it out. Seeking arrow!
I'm gonna be very subtle about it. I'll cough it.
All right. You're going to have to make like a deception check while you make that shot.
At the 20, minus 2, 20, 18.
Pretty good. All right. Yeah, I guess there's no point in rolling your 2 hit.
Well, I rolled a 25 though.
25. Yeah. Your arrow flies true, and the seeking arrow makes sure it's like dead on center in the bullseye. And the vendor yells, 25 points for a bullseye, 35 for our sharpshooting friend.
So 1 more shot, right?
You have 1 more shot.
I congratulate Kyborg with a slap on the butt.
Oh, thank you.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Keep going. All right.
Bart is pretending to be a Valrossian child, so he's just like, like all excited and stuff like that. He's like, yeah.
All right. I rolled a 14 plus the 4 from the D4 that one gave me, so 18.
18. Another bullseye. This arrow hits in the bullseye right next to your previous shot. Another 25 points for a total of 60 points for our sharpshooting friend with the high score of the night. 60 points. Congratulations, friend. And the person working at the stall hands it to you. You can redeem this at the prize wall for your choice of prizes.
Sweet. Thanks, dog.
Let's play some more. Could you hit the bell?
Should we first see what prizes we can actually get from the amount of the ticket?
I'm thinking we're probably going to have to play more.
I mean, just to get an idea, like how many points we actually need.
Sure.
I can fund the ticket.
Yeah, and just to figure like how much all of our items are worth cumulatively.
Yeah, the Valrossian working at the prize booth welcomes you up and says, "Oh, a ticket I see. You get your choice of any prize on the wall."
Stop the stream now.